Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Kingdom Silver here, and in today's video, we are talking about the very controversial topic to the stacking community of goldbacks. We're going to be talking about why my opinion has changed on goldbacks in the last 7 months or so since I released a video about goldbacks, and I'm going to tell you why I decided to make my first bulk purchase ever of goldbacks. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Let's dive right in. For those that are new to the concept of goldbacks, thought it would be good just to give you a brief description. So these are the world's only circulating interchangeable physical gold money. And these are negotiable instruments in 6 states currently in the US. That is Utah, Nevada, Wyoming, New Hampshire, South Dakota, and then this year, Florida, making them the 6th. Unlike a lot of gold products, these are designed to be used as currency with interchangeable denominations as opposed to varying premiums based on gold content, something we're more used to in the stacking community. What this means is, you can take a 50 goldback, right? That is a 20th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold, and you can exchange it for 50 of these. The 1 goldback, which is a 1,000th troy ounce of 24 karat gold. This is a pretty controversial topic, as I mentioned earlier, in the stacking community. You have those that really love goldbacks, and you have those that hate them. And, I think there are good arguments for and against. I'm just going to bring up the arguments against, and then I'm going to tell you, why my opinion has changed. So some of the most common arguments against these are, hey, the premiums on these, they're incredibly high. They're incredibly high. And actually, this is even mentioned on the Goldbacks website that they try to keep the premium of these anywhere from 80 to 100% of the gold content. That's significant. If you're somebody that is just trying to stack on weight, yeah, that doesn't sound, that's intimidating, right? The other thing people will say is, hey, this is kind of gimmicky. I'm not seeing the popularity of this. My state doesn't have these. For me, it doesn't make sense. And, when I first made my video about 7 months ago, that's kind of where I was, as I was saying, hey, the premium on these is really high. I like the concept. I'd love to see these, becoming more widespread, getting the word out there. But to me, the premiums are just too high, and I'm not seeing the groundswell of support for these. However, as you can guess, because of the fact that I just bought, my first bulk purchase of these, that my opinions have changed. So where has that come into place? Why has my opinion changed on goldback? So the first reason that it has is, as I've done more research, I've learned about the anti-counterfeiting technology. So it took the company that designs these goldbacks, I'm going to probably butcher the pronunciation, Valorum. It took them over 20 years to just get the technology down to, make these goldbacks. I'm a millennial. That means that almost 2/3 of my life is how long it took for them to come up with this technology, right? And much of that technology that they have is protected by trade secrets and patents. And they also mention in this, they have several anti-counterfeiting technologies that are in this, and the first one being, there's a negative image on the back here. One, it just looks really cool, but also with that negative image, you can see it and feel that. They say, hey, gold glistens like nothing else, and you can see as much as I'm fighting that reflection right now on the screen. That's absolutely true. And that third, the design features on here as well are governmental level security features. So anti-counterfeiting technology is very important. The second thing that has changed my mind is the design. And this is specifically with what's happened with the Florida Goldback. So here's the New Hampshire Goldback. This is a 2024 New Hampshire Goldback. And this is a nice design, right? It looks good. Like the symbolism for the state and all that. I think it's cool. But let's look at this is a 1 Goldback of New Hampshire. Look at the Florida Goldback. Like, to me, this is just a whole nother level of quality design that has come through. It's a much more real looking, for a lack of a better term, design, but it's still got kind of a classic, vibe to it. I'm probably butchering what I'm trying to say, but to me, I'd take this Florida Goldback and the designs of all the Florida Goldbacks way over I would any of the other Goldbacks. So I think they've really, really upgraded, the technology piece of it. And then the third thing I would say is I'm seeing the popularity of these go way up. So these Goldbacks here, I purchased from our friends over at Bullion Exchanges. They are an excellent place to buy gold and silver if you're looking to get some. And I waited a couple of days to decide, hey, I saw the pre-orders for these, should I get some? Literally, I can't remember if it was the half or the one Goldbacks, but literally I bought all they had left, right, of the pre-sales. And there were at that time, I think 3 or 4 more types of Goldbacks. I think it was like anything higher than 10 Goldbacks and up was already sold out for them. So I'm not sure if they have any more in stock right now, but really, really groundswell of popularity. And on top of that, the states, right? The states are coming out with a lot more legislation on this. They're coming out with a lot more, support. I know Texas is a big one right now, and that they're trying to get legislation passed on gold and silver depositories in their state. And so I see the concept of these Goldbacks becoming more mainstream as more of these states turn to gold and silver as currency, as tender, as it should be, because that's what the Constitution says, ladies and gentlemen. So for me, I completely understand those that may not have peace on getting Goldbacks, and I'm not going to talk you out of it. However, for the amount of Goldbacks that I have on here, just for demonstration purposes, this is how much I paid in cash, ladies and gentlemen, give or take like 17, 18 cents. This is how much I paid in cash to get these Goldbacks. I would take these Goldbacks every day and twice on Sunday as opposed to this worthless paper currency, right? That's all it is. It's a governmental promise that this is going to be worth something. There's at least real gold in this, ladies and gentlemen. There is real value here in this. Now, this widely more, this is definitely more popular right now. It's more well known, but I believe at some point you're going to start seeing things like Goldbacks. Who knows if they create silverbacks? I think this is going to be closer to the new norm. Can I say that this is going to be, the way it's going to be forever? No. Can I predict the future in this? No. But I believe you are going to see these become more popular, and that's why I bought some. Now, with all that being said, I'm still treating these a little bit like a penny stock or, a long 10-to-1 investment in the stock market. I'm not dumping all of my money here. And on top of that, my first rule that you'll hear on this channel is if I can get gold at silver or spot, I'm sticking with that first. However, as I have opportunity, I will be picking up more Goldbacks because I do believe that there's some value here. And as you notice, I picked some of the lower denominations because if you're ever in a, environmental disaster like we had, or a natural disaster like we had with North Carolina, and we were seeing the premiums on $1 bills shooting up, to me it just made sense to start stacking the half and the ones, because those are going to have more value if you get into any of those situations. That's going to do it for the video today, ladies and gentlemen. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Goldbacks. Has your opinion changed over this year on Goldbacks like mine? Or do you feel they're still a little gimmicky? You're not seeing the premium value. You're not quite agreeing with what they are saying over at Goldbacks. I'd love to have interactions with you. That's one of my favorite things about creating these videos, ladies and gentlemen, is being able to interact with you. So without further ado, be blessed, be a blessing to others. We'll see you later.